Hi, my name's Andy and this is this week's Shush. It's been an odd week in an odd series of weeks, following on from an odd year, an odd start to another odd year as we're in another lockdown and so much uncertainty. As the new year came along, I remembered a favourite piece of poetry that I know by Tennyson. So the line goes like this: "Hope smiles from the threshold of the year to come, saying it will be better." And sometimes it's hard to feel that it will be better, and we don't really know what's going on, where we're going to get to, what is going to happen. So I just wanted to give us a little bit of time to reflect and to be still and to find some peace in all of the confusion and to find ourselves. And I'd encourage you to do this regularly if you can during these kind of coming months. Take a little bit of time just to become aware of yourself. Because it's only when we stop and we see what's going on in us that we can really begin to make sense of it and make changes if we need to, or sort things out if we need to, or get some input or some support if we need to. So I want to just reflect on two very simple questions today. How are you, and what do you need? Let's begin by getting ourselves still and take some time. Feel your back on the back of your chair. Maybe find a point in the room that you can focus on just for a moment. And allow yourself to find some calm and some still. Breathe in a little slower. Find some relaxed rhythm to your breathing. When you breathe in, just take some time. And breathing out, just allow some of the whatever you're carrying to be released. Take a moment to be quiet. Just as you do, begin to become aware of how you're doing. Notice all of the different emotions and things and feelings and sensations and hopes and fears and joys and sorrows. Be aware of all of them, almost like exhibits in a museum or as cars going past on a road. Just be aware of them. Notice them. For me, I can notice a sense of feeling a bit muddled. I feel quite physically tired. I'm aware of some anxieties that I'm carrying. I'm aware of some pain that I'm feeling. I'm also aware of some things I'm grateful for, and it's important to push into those kind of emotions as well. Don't just let this be all the things that are bad. There are good things, and that simple process that we've talked about many times before of being grateful regularly really helps. Take some time. Notice all these emotions. Then begin to say to yourself, well, what do I need? What would help me right now? What would be good for me at the moment? So one of my ones was that I'm not sleeping. So I wonder why that is. There are obvious explanations. It's a bit of a crappy time. Worried about things. And I wonder if there's anything that I can do or that I need that would help me with that. Those things like sleep, exercise, diet, good healthy routines all help to build up the foundations that we live life on and that we rely on when things are difficult. I wonder what I need. Maybe some support. Maybe a way to have fun and to laugh. Maybe a discipline of seeing things in a positive way. Maybe I need to work out what's in kind of hopeful and find that sense of hope. I'm just going to give some time now to let all of that sink in, and I encourage you to find something to focus on. I've got a candle here that I'm just going to look at for a few minutes. Just allow all of that to settle in for you. How am I doing? And what do I need? Just take some time now. I always find a candle such a helpful thing to reflect on. I like the fragility of the light. This reminds me that I don't have to be strong all the time. Everything doesn't have to be sorted out. We've been through some really tough times, but you're here watching this, which means you've got through those tough times and you have things in you that have enabled you to get through that. I wonder what those are and how you can reawaken them now if you need them. But I also like how constant a candle is. This has been a symbol of hope, remembrance, expectation, beauty, spirituality for nearly 2 millennia. It's amazing, really, when you think about it. It's a bit of wax with a bit of string. It's not exactly high tech, and yet it has this beauty that draws us into it. Some ancient spiritual traditions would encourage people to spend long amounts of time in a room, a pustynia they called it, in Russian kind of spirituality. A cell where you would literally be you in the dark with this light. And that's it. And I find that attractive, and it says some things to me. That all of these tools, these aids, these ideas, candles, or things we use to help our well-being, or tricks and ideas, breathing exercises, different things that could help us settle or find peace or be lifted. They're all doorways through which we can go into something different. We can come from where we are and take where we are, still be present, but take that into a more hopeful future or a more settled or peaceful place, or whatever it is that you're looking for. They're doorways. And right now it's quite hard to find a doorway. There's quite a lot that you can find online. This will pass and things will be better tomorrow. And of course we don't entirely know that. And having been through so much, we're probably all quite reluctant to hope. And yet, the days are getting a little bit lighter. The seasons are going to change over time. Tomorrow will come. And there are doorways that we can still step into that can give us a sense of hope. So whatever your conclusion is about how are you doing and what do you need right now, I'd encourage you to find some doorways that allow you into those positive things that will help you flourish. Give yourself a little bit of time. Don't pack your time with firefighting or homeschooling or all the things that need to be done. Similarly, don't let this lockdown kind of lock you in. We can still get outside. Get outside. We can eat well. We can exercise and look after ourselves. We can find space to meditate. We can think about our own self-care. And we can take little images, candles, pictures as doorways. Our friendships can be doorways to hope, and we can reach out to people and say, would you help me? Or we can offer to help them. And we can find these doorways that can enable us to live with the present, realistically, but also hopefully. And we know we need that. Life won't get worse and worse and worse. There will be bright moments. There are things to be grateful for. Let's find them and use them as doorways into our future. So I'm just going to take a minute more with this candle and then we'll close. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe and I hope you're well. Look after yourselves, and soon we'll get to see each other face to face again. I'll look forward to that. But in the meantime, we'll have another shush for you this time next week. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.